I think it was smallpox, man. Smallpox wiped out the whole country. The whole country. All of North America was filled with people. They all got killed. There's like 90% of the people got killed.
Yeah.
Damn. Hold on. What year was that?
This was between the times of the first settlers to the 1800s. It was 90%.
Did it say 90%? Like Native Americans died from disease that Europeans brought.
And that for a long time they were trying to deny. They were trying to figure out what happened to the Mayans. Well, I'll tell you what happened to the Mayans. Disease. Yeah. Obviously, Europeans. They had this spectacular civilization in Mexico. If you ever go down and seen any of the ruins?
Yeah, I was in Chichen Itza.
Yeah, I went there too. Yeah, I went there too. A couple months ago.
Right?
It's amazing.
Fucking dope. Yeah, it's dope. But what were they? What drugs were these motherfuckers?
Yeah, how were they building that shit?
I don't know, man.
1,000 years ago,
it's pretty amazing
to
see. And even remember the ball court they had where you could stand at one end or the other and you could hear each other talking and shit because of the acoustics.
And just the sheer size of it. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Then just wiped out by a cough. Like dirty, stinky Europeans right off the boat, breathing on everybody, swept through the people, no immunity to it. It's crazy.
That's pretty wild, man.
It's exactly what happened to all the Amazon too, man. They're finding that out now. The Amazon was all just disease.
Damn.
Why they had millions of people who were living in the Amazon, and some Europeans went to visit in I forget what year it was, but they came back and had these stories about these beautiful cities and filled with gold and all this crazy shit. And then people went back 100 years later and it was all gone. And they said, this guy was lying.
Some white tourists.
But it wasn't,
right?
Isn't that crazy? It wasn't lies. Yeah. So now they use LiDAR and they scan over the top of the forest and they see where these cities used to be.
There's so much shit over there that they haven't even uncovered.
It's just nuts that it's just dirty diseses. Those first people that coming over and just eating rats and shit.
They were hard ass enough to make it here. They were bringing some shit with them.
Oh, bro, you know how hard people must have been back then?
Can't even
just
imagine.
To even say, okay, I'm gonna try it. When someone says, hey, we got a wood boat and we're gonna go out there, we have no idea if a storm's coming.
Where the fuck we're going.
I've always give Christopher Columbus credit for that shit. On a fucking wooden boat in the middle.
Right.
I can't even fucking find directions to get to the fucking apex half the time.
But the crazy thing is, we give him credit for landing here, and he didn't even make it here.
Yeah.
He landed in the Indies, right? The West Indies? This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. If you got something to say, sell, or share with the world, you need a legit online presence. I use Squarespace to power my website. It's easy to use, and with their AI-enhanced website builder and built-in tools for booking, payments, emails, all of it, you can actually run your business, not just build a site. Go to squarespace.com/Rogan for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the code Rogan to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Where did Columbus actually land? It was near the Bahamas. He wasn't even in America.
Bahamas is nice.
I don't give a fuck where he landed. That motherfucker went out into the ocean 500 years ago on a boat.
We give him Christopher Columbus Day. He didn't even land here.
I mean, I'm looking at the Vikings. These motherfuckers, just conquered the oceans, going everywhere.
So what does it say here? San Salvador in the Bahamas. Yeah. His first landed on an island in the Bahamas. That is not America, bitch. You don't get credit for discovering America.
So the Italians were taking credit anyway.
But that's probably when them diseases started hitting them areas.
Also, that history of smallpox goes back to the 6th century, started in China.
Smallpox does?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
So the 6th century, and then was it mostly smallpox that killed off the Native Americans, or was it a bunch of different diseases that we brought with us?
Yeah, there it is.
17th century European settlers bring smallpox
to North America.
There's an amazing guy named, what is that, Jamie?
European settlers were here with Christopher Columbus. That's in the 16th century, not 17th, right? 1500s?
Right.
If he landed in 1492?
Yeah, 1492.
That's 200 years later almost.
Right, but it's probably how many people came, you know what I mean? When Christopher Columbus came, that was So this is 1492. He lands in the Bahamas. Like
100 years.
Yeah, how many people were interacting with them? You know what I mean? How many people? Once they started coming over here regularly, like when did folks started hopping in boats and coming over regularly? Like the early settlers.
I wouldn't have did it.
How many of them didn't make it?
Go across
No
it.
fucking way. No fucking way. Those people were animals, man.
For real.
You're gonna take a chance. This dude knows how to get across the ocean in a wooden boat using a thing, like a sextant, where you stare at the stars and try to figure out where you are. And he's drunk all the time.
Jamestown was 1607 when that started.
That's when it started, huh? Interesting.
Well, that would be.
So that's probably makes sense for us. So like
17.
100 fucking years they talked about it. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I like in Vikings. You ever see
Isn't
the
that
show
kinda crazy?
Vikings?
That show was
they talked
amazing.
about America for 100 years before they came over.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so it's like he lands in the Bahamas, and then 100 years
Oh
later,
right, and then that's when people started.
Yeah, then they start the first.
Wonder how long
colony.
it took them just to get across.
Can you imagine what it'd be like setting up a colony in a new country, and you know there's people with bows and arrows waiting in
Yeah,
the
I'm just waiting to
bushes.
Did you
You're
know
the
that,
first
though?
people that
Did you
set
know
up the
that
colony.
they
They knew.
They
Yeah,
knew
they
that there's fucking Indians waiting for them?
Oh yeah, everybody knew. They knew that this was inhabited, and they knew the type of people. They'd come back, you know, whether it was Columbus's people or the other, whoever was here came back, and they had all these crazy stories about, you know, interacting with. Also, the craziest stories were from one of the guys was a priest or something, some holy man that was traveling with Columbus who had a detailed descriptions of the horrific shit Columbus and his men did to whoever the indigenous people
No
were that
shit.
they encountered. Oh, horrible shit. Where they were saying, if you don't bring back your weight in gold, we'll chop off your arms. They were chopping arms off, dashing babies' heads on rocks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Damn.
they were forcing these people to bring them gold. It's like, do you remember that guy's name? Father something or another. So he had his memoirs of his time over there with Christopher Columbus's people, and it was horrific. So these people that we celebrate, I mean, this is one thing that the wokesters got right. You know, if you want to celebrate Christopher Columbus, like Christopher Columbus, we have Columbus Day. Like, be careful who you're celebrating. If that that priest was telling the truth, you're celebrating a monster. You're celebrating literally like a mass murderer who would go to another country.
but it's believable
and
when you think about history. Like,
bro, that's all they did
For sure,
back then.
I mean, everybody conquered everybody at one point or another.
Yeah, and when there was no internet, you could get away with a lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah, nobody knew you were coming.
Yep.
You're coming with boats. You're fucking people up. You're taking all their shit. And when you land places, you're like, this is probably the only time in history where a boat can land in a place and it's not hostile. In America, when boats come here, it's like,
Depends on where you land.
We're good, but for the most part, most boat
Right.
travel's not hostile.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, look, a
definitely.
big boat full of people. They're going to come eat at our restaurants, and strange people from a different land are going to come and enjoy what we have to offer here in Portugal or wherever you are.
Hey, some people are counting on that.
Bro, it used to be a boat showed up, you didn't know
Yeah,
who was
that was-
on it.
yeah,
It was
you gotta
on.
start-
It was on.
gotta
The
be
war
strapped.
horns.
Yeah.
yeah.
You hear a fucking a shell.
That's right.
Fuck! You gotta wake up, put your armor on. Fuck! I can't believe I gotta do this.
Just imagine that shit.
Bro, that's how they live forever. That's how people live for thousands of years. It's nuts. It's amazing we made it as far as we did.
I don't know if we'll do another 1,000.
I think
Not with these TikTok
Negative
little
million? What's the matter
motherfuckers.
with you?
No, I'm just saying, like, think
We're
about
not gonna
where,
be
think
here
about where
anyway.
we are now. Like, those dudes, they was hard, right? Like,
Right.
regardless, they was hard. Now we in TikTok culture.
We got
they not
AI
hard like
coming.
that.
no, there's a lot of that, and there's an encouragement of men to not be strong, which is always
And
weird.
pushing the
That's
beta
always
male
weird.
thing.
It's always weird. There's that encouragement, and it comes from people that aren't strong. They want more people like them, people that do more like
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
To get, and when they're in control of social media, that's where things get weird.
The
you know?
fucking acolyte. I'll tell you, they clipped all the balls from the Jedis. Nobody's gonna want an action figure of that fucking little sissy.
Star Wars.
Well, I mean, they made the Jedis
Disney-
just total
look, I
pussies.
mean, they pussified the Hulk in Marvel.
They
Yeah,
sure
they
did.
gave him glasses, and now he
Yeah.
can talk. Like now, it doesn't make any sense that you would go back and forth between being the Hulk and being Bruce
Right.
Banner.
Yeah, yeah, because
he
it's
wasn't a
all in
badass.
the
Doesn't make any
same.
sense.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
supposed to be
They made the
super
Silver
smart
Surfer
guy
a
who's
chick.
weak.
You know, this is
Yeah,
Yeah.
Silver Surfer a chick.
yeah, and this
Damn,
new
that was my
Fantastic
favorite
Four
character.
movie.
That wasn't that great, that movie. But Superman.
That is a
Like
weird.
Superman.
It's a
fun.
weird choice to give a guy role to a girl. Like it's a weird choice because there's so many girl roles in super.
Yeah, there was tons
comic
of
books.
chick superheroes.
Especially in the X-Men. The X-Men had plenty of badass
yeah, tons
women.
of them, right?
They got to do that over right now.
It's like you've got Superwoman. There's plenty of different characters you could play. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, why you
unless
give-
you're trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Unless, like Matt Serra says, I know who you voted for.
Yeah. To be fair, there is a female Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
For all the
So
people
this is
that
the second
yeah,
one?
well, here's the deal with that.
But
She
she's
was
not-
in maybe 2
Yeah.
episodes where she mattered, and the rest of them she was mentioned. Like, she's not a real character.
Bro, I used to love the Silver Surfer. Did anybody ever
I'm
do
a
a Silver
comic book
Surfer
nerd. I
like
know all
a
about
flat
it.
out movie that's
No,
any good?
he made
Not
an-
a straight up
made
one.
an
I thought the first
appearance.
Fantastic Four when they got the Silver Surfer
He looked
pretty
good.
good in that
He
one. I
looked good
thought.
in that.
Why wouldn't they have a Silver Surfer movie? That's a
I know, that's like
no-brainer.
my favorite character.
You have
I
a
mean,
badass
especially
Silver
Yeah.
Surfer.
Cosmic character.
Yeah,
Hell
he's
yeah.
zen as fuck.
Right.
Never gets
Yeah,
upset.
yeah.
1000%. I mean, he
he's the
basically
coolest
sacrificed
guy.
himself to save his planet
Yeah.
and his girl.
Bro, the Silver Surfer is literally the coolest comic book guy.
They made him look cool in this, even
Rise
though
of the
this
Silver
movie was-
Surfer.
Yeah, I thought this was they
that's
did him
right.
good in this.
They
one.
did a whole episode of the Avengers, or a whole movie of the Avengers on the Silver Surfer. I forgot about
Fantastic
that.
Four.
What year was that?
This was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Four.
Fantastic Four.
This was pre-
2007.
Avengers stuff.
This was when Jessica Alba was the Invisible Woman,
2007.
and Captain America was the Human Torch. That got Chris Evans.
Yeah,
the
he
Human
was good.
Torch.
Yeah.
Hold on, who
This one.
played Silver Surfer in this?
I don't remember.
It might have been all CGI.
He looked the part, though.
Yeah,
I mean, shit.
I
It
thought
looks
they
pretty
got they
CGI.
nailed it. I thought in this
They
for
nailed
the
it, but
Silver
look
Surfer.
at
Lawrence
the
Fishburne.
thing. The thing looks
The
horrible.
voice was Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, the thing was
I remember
bad.
that.
When I was chubby, I looked like Michael Chicklets. Whatever the fuck his name is.
That's what played the thing.
The
Yeah.
Shield.
Chickless.
Yeah.
That's it. The
Remember
Shield
that
was a
show?
good show.
Yeah, that
That
was
a
a great
good
show.
It kind of looked like
Yeah.
the thing. But yeah, I saw that new Fantastic Four movie, and it wasn't overly woke or anything, but they could have done more with the thing. Which
I
love
heard
the
he was
Thing.
like a minor
and,
part.
you know, the girls had the best parts. They're the ones that did the thing with Galactus at the end. I don't
Right.
know, spoilers. What fuck?
Right.
So, you know, but I am happy to say, and I know you were waiting for me to bring it up, I enjoyed the new Superman.
I didn't see it yet.
Of course not. We're all adults except for me here. But listen,
I want to see it though. I heard it's good.
James Gunn, man, I don't believe I never heard of that song, Punk Rocker by Teddy Bears. Oh,